Hey everyone. So since we have lots of new users using the Autobuyer, we thought of making videos on all of these settings. So those who are getting started with the Autobuyer can use this video as a reference to know how to use the Autobuyer. Okay. And additionally, we now added this default filter as well. So it will add some default values using which you should be able to use the auto buyer. So now for example, if you see I have used underscore default, and then if I choose some search criteria, now based on this it will try to buy or bid the cart for me. Okay, so let me stop and then clear all the settings. Okay, and if you are someone new here and want to know how to install the auto buyer, I will link that video in this video so you can click and watch on how to install the auto buyer. Once you have installed the auto buyer, you can continue with this video, and in this video let's see about buy bid settings. Okay, so here you can specify your search criteria. So either you can specify some player you wanted to buy, or you can specify some criteria here. So I'll use gold 400. Okay, so if you don't specify anything in the buy bar bid settings and try to start the bot, you will get this error saying there is no buy price or bid price. So you have, for the auto buyer to work, either you have to specify this or some buy price or some bid price. Okay, any one of these four values is needed for the auto buyer to work. So if I for example specify this, then if you see it try to buy this card. Okay, so you have to specify either one of these four values for the auto buyer to work. Okay, so let me stop it. So I will now walk you through what are these four settings. Okay, so actually for all of the settings, right, you can read the info at the bottom. So using this you should be able to uh, figure out what each field does. Okay, so if you see find by price, it actually uses FUTBIN's API to compute the price for each of the card in the search results. Okay, so if I give find FUTBIN price and then start, so it for this card it found the FUTBIN's price was 400, so it attempted to buy that 400, and here you can see the buy was success and the card got moved to my club. Okay, similarly, instead of buying it now, if you wanted to bid for FUTBIN price, here you can toggle this on. So now what it will do is, if the FUTBIN price is lesser than the buy now price, then the bot will try to bid on that card if the current bid is lesser. Okay, so what I will do is I will try to start the bot now with these two settings. So here what would have happened is, since the buy now price is 400, I think the FUTBIN's price for this card would have been 350. Since FUTBIN price is lesser than current buy now, it didn't buy the card. Then since you toggle the bid for FUTBIN price, it would have checked the current bid of the card. So I think current bid would have been 300, and since FUTBIN price was 350, it bid on 350 on this card. Okay, so that's what these two field does. This will instantly buy that card for the buy now price. This will bid on that card if the buy now price is greater than FUTBIN's price. Okay, and here you can specify the percentage. So for example, if if a card's FUTBIN price was 1000, if you specify 80 here, so 80% of 1000 is 800, right? So it will try to buy or bid only up to 800. Okay, similarly you can specify 95 here, so it will try to buy or bid on that card only for 95% of FUTBIN's price. So if you are trying to maximize your profit, instead of buying for 100%, you can try to buy it for 95%. Okay, and here with these three fields done, we can take a look at buy now price or bid price. So this is same as the FUTBIN's buy price or FUTBIN's bid price, but instead of using the FUTBIN's API, here you can specify your own value. So if I specify 400, it will try to buy all the cards for 400. So if you see, it bought for 400. So instead of using FUTBIN's price to compute the FUTBIN's API to compute the price, it will always buy for the specified value here. Okay, The same thing happens for bid price as well. So instead of 400, if I give 350 here, it will always bid on 350 on all the cards. Okay, so if you say bid for 350, the buy now price was 400, but it bid for 350. Okay, let me run it through one more time as well. Again in bid for 350. Okay, so for now you ignore this cached item thing. In upcoming videos I will cover on how to ignore these errors. So in this video, since we are only taking a look at buy bid settings, I'm not covering this one. Okay, and this number of cards to buy, you can specify the cards to buy before the bot auto stops. So for example, if I give 2 here, okay, and this will work only with FUTBIN's by price or some by price you specify here. So let me use FUTBIN's by price. So now if I start the bot, so if you see here, it has purchased one card. So after purchasing the second card, the auto buyer will automatically stop. So now if you see, it has purchased two cards. So once the timer runs out, it will automatically stop the bot. If you see, the bot got stopped. So by default, the bot will stop after buying 100,000 cards. Okay, and this will work only with buy price. If you give bid price, it won't work with that. Only for buy price it will work. Okay, and so here you can specify to bid only on cards expiring in the duration you give here. Okay, so for example, if you give expiring in as 20 seconds, it will bid on only cards. It is going to expire within the next 20 seconds. Okay, so if I give 20 seconds here, and then if I specify bid price as maybe 350, okay, and then I'll start. So if you take a look at this one, in this search result, all of the cards expiry time was somewhere around 1 minute, but since we have specified only 20 seconds, it has ignored all these cards. Okay, so if I make this as 1 minute now, and then try to start the bot. So if you see, this cards expiry was less than 1 minute, and here if you, since we have specified we can bid cards expiring up to 1 minute, it will try to bid on such cards. Okay, so this you can use if you want to bid on items which is going to expire relatively soon, like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and you want to ignore all other cards. You can give it like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, so bot will ignore all the other cards and only buy items expiring in these seconds or minutes. Okay, so by default it will bid on all cards expiring in 1 hour. Okay, but you can override it, and this is used only for bidding. Okay, buy now or ignore whatever you have given here, it will instantly buy the card. Okay, only for bidding this field will be used. So by default, each of the search result will have 21 cards. Okay, but if you wanted to bid or buy only if the search result is lesser than a specified number, you can do it here. So for example, if I give 10, okay, and then try to start the bot, if you see in this page we have 21 items, but here we have specified only 10, right? So it will ignore all this. So using this field, you can specify that thing in a particular page, the number of results should be lesser for the bot to buy or bid. Okay, so if I move it back to 21, now it will try to buy or bid. Okay, because we have 21 items. So this bid exact price, what it does is, if it is toggled off and then if you specify bid price as 700, it will try, the bot will try to bid for lowest possible coins. So for example, if the current bid was 300, the bot will try to bid for 350, and then if someone else bid 400, then the bot will bid on 450. Similarly, someone bid 500, it will try to bid up to 700. Once someone bid 750, it will ignore those cards. Okay, but if you do bid exact price, the bot will bid for the exact amount you have given here. Okay, so instead of starting from 350 and gradually progressing to 700, it will directly try to bid for 700. Okay, so let me show it to you. If I toggle this off, okay, and then if I start the bot, see it try to bid for the lowest possible amount. Okay, instead of 700, it tried to bid for 550 here, it tried to bid for 450, right? Okay, so let me stop it. And then here, for example, I will give min bid as 8700, for example. Okay, and then if I give bid price as 800, and then if I toggle this on, instead of going from 700 750 to 800, it will directly go and bid for 800. So if you see, it directly bid for 800 instead of progressing slowly. Okay, so that's what this bid exact price does. You can toggle this off if you want to bid for the lowest possible coins and then gradually increase to the price specified here. And you can toggle it on if you want to directly bid for the price specified here. Okay, so that's what this bid exact price does. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in today's video. We went through all the settings in buy bar bid settings. If you have any doubts or if some of the explanation was not clear to you, leave that in the comment section. I will try to reply as soon as possible. Alternatively, you can join our Discord server as well. Either any of the community members or some other mods will definitely be able to help you. So in our upcoming videos, we will go through all the other remaining settings. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day.